Hey, what's up? It's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York. I am also a certified trichologist, and I'm located in Deer Park or North Babylon, Long Island. Super excited to be here. This is Trichology 911 Business Check-in. And the reason why I'm really excited about this is because you are going to meet this phenomenal young lady who is literally somebody who I don't know. She is the epitome of I'm going to make it. She made some decisions, and I mean, it was just to see her journey has been absolutely amazing. I'm going to give you just a quick little intro to who she is, and then she's going to join us on there. So, on here, I'm sorry. So, really excited about how we are evolving as trichologists. One thing about Marquita is that you'll find out that she has this thing that she's like, she doesn't want trichology to be dry. She doesn't want it to be boring. So she's someone that really brings in her personality when it comes to trichology. So without further ado, I'm going to add her in and we're going to get started.
Hey.
MD Trichology is in the building.
Yes.
And I'm super excited because I know that the way that you do business and the way that you approach trichology is so helpful to people that are new into the industry or just kind of want to see what it's all about. You have overcome like so many things, especially in the industry, and then coming over into this niche. And I remember hearing from you before you even finished trichology, and or I don't need, I think you were in it, but you're like
on like chapter 3.
Yeah. You're like, oh well, at least can I talk to you or whatever? And I'm like, sure, like let me know what you need. And I saw like that kind of like fire and like, like I want to do this. I want to know like how I can get this done. And for you to to go from where we started to where you are now is absolutely phenomenal. Like you've already been an instructor, you've already been like this mentor, an author, a salon owner, and all that stuff. But to see you today is like nothing short of amazing. So I want you to give us an intro, a background to who you are and where you're located, and then I guess what made you or what caused you to be drawn to Trichology 911?
Okay, so I'm Marquita Daniel, and I've been a licensed cosmetologist since 2014. I've been a certified trichologist since 2020. Yeah. Wow, we're approaching 2 years, October 2020. I am located in Munster, Indiana. That's Northwest Indiana, like maybe 20 minutes outside of Chicago. I love healthy hair. That's what I do. So I got into trichology because I would get a lot of clients that had questions about their hair. They had hair loss, and they would just want me to cover it up. But I'm the type of person that wants to know the why. So I started researching a little bit and talking to different people, and that's when I found out about WTS.
Okay, so then you joined WTS. You're going through the chapters and trying to understand what it is and trying to figure out how to, I guess, mesh it into what you're already doing. Is that when you found me or Trichology 911? Like, how did that happen?
So I would search the hashtag trichology on Instagram, and you would like really pop up. It'll be like you and people from another country. So I was like, okay, this girl is in New York. I was like, should I reach out to her? What if she is not helpful? What if she doesn't want to help? But I kind of ignored it a little bit. And then I went back and I threw a little bait out there. Like, let's see if she's friendly. So I reached out to you and I was like, um, I am taking classes and I'm a little nervous and can you tell me how it works with clinicals and stuff like that? You was just telling me like, hey, you can do this, get the chapters done, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, she's pretty cool. So then, I kind of procrastinated with it. I stopped doing it for a while, picked it back up. And then I think the shutdown had just happened. And I reached out to you again, like, look, I don't think I want to do this. It looks dry. It looks boring. I want to fall asleep listening to people talk. Like, I don't think I want to do this. And then you changed my life. Like you really taught me that trichology is easy. And you taught me that I didn't have to follow the blueprint that was already out there. I could create my own and be myself. So that kind of like changed the game. So from the shutdown to now, life is totally different. Like I was able to get those chapters done like really quick, did my clinicals and actually finished first in my class. So
Wait, let's get into that because um okay, so we're gonna swing back around that because that's really good. So what do you feel like, and then I'm gonna go back to you finishing first in your class. What do you feel like made you, I guess, join me as far as case studies and like in a mentorship role? What was that thing? What did you need at that time?
I needed I needed I needed someone to make trichology practical. And you was able to do that for me. Like you made it make sense. It wasn't a lot of just science mumbo jumbo. You made it um, to where I can see it happening in real life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you were so open, like I could tell you wanted me to win. Like you didn't hold anything back. It wasn't like, oh girl, we could talk about this for the low price of $5.99. It was like, no, I want to see you win. How can I help you? So that was very, very good. Case studies changed the game. And I think case studies, I know case studies is the reason why I end up being number one in my graduating class.
Okay, so tell us about that.
Because at first, when I first got in case studies, I'm like, child, I don't know none of this stuff. Like, because, you throw out those scenarios and we have to pay attention to characteristics, backgrounds and things like that to possibly or come up with the type of hair loss it is. And it made you think, it made you pay attention. Okay, what are some of the symptoms she's having? What are some of the characteristics of the hair loss? And it just made you be on your toes with it, coming up with it. And that was a big part of clinicals. So it just put me ahead of the game because I already knew from taking your course case studies.
And it's so crazy because I remember them saying, okay, we're going to start to give out this award. And then for you to be someone that I was mentoring, for you to like go in there and dominate, I'm like, it gives so much validity to like what I'm doing and how I'm doing and like my process. And the crazy thing is, after that, I had done case studies several times after that, but I have decided recently that I'm no longer offering case studies. But the only way that a person can get case studies now is to be in my full mentorship program
That makes sense.
because I'm like, I know the power of like, what it is. But for you to be able to take those skills and like when I'm speaking to you and like you have scenarios in your clinic and you're like, I was thinking this, I was thinking that. I'm like, wow, you are really like living it out. Like it is practical. And I said this on a WTS platform. I said, you could be technical and you can be clinical, but if you are not practical, you will not go far. And so your whole thing was what I gathered when we were speaking was that You didn't want to be dry. You didn't want to. And if anybody doesn't know what dry is, that's boring, that's unanimated. You the bomb as a stylist. You cute, you got flair. Then you come over and put your white lab coat on, and you talking like the Visine dry eyes guy. Just you have folliculitis. Like, no.
That's
So
what it felt like.
right. And you would see so many people, and it's like they literally lose themselves. And it's like people are already in a situation where they don't know what to do with their confidence, with their look. And then here you come in here like you giving them the worst news of their life. So it's really good to see how practical you are and how you intertwine what you've already been doing. Like even converting clients that you've been doing for years. Like, listen, I need to help you. Tell me about that. How you started to bring those people into this new normal.
So people knew that I was in a program studying to become a trichologist. So of course, a lot of people don't know what a trichologist is. So once I explained to them what we do and things like that, as I would learn, a lot of people would just want me to perform those services on them, but I had to be extremely strict and separate the two. Like, hey, if you want these hair restoration services, I have to take you through the proper channels so that you could become a clinic, patient or client. And, I didn't have any resistance about it. And those who thought maybe, oh, no, we'll stick to this, they eventually came over. So, but the thing was, I just had to stand my ground and keep the two separate.
And so I know that this is one of the things that we went over several times, pricing. Now, that was like, you think I could charge? Can I charge that? Am I allowed to charge that? Do you? And like, so tell me, what was your mindset when it came to me telling you, no, you could get this. You can, no, this is how much you charge. You're not charging enough. And without you saying, all right, if I do this and I charge this amount, I'm a watch your baby. I'm gonna cook you some food. So tell me about that struggle with pricing.
It was a struggle at first because eventually, you kept drilling that in my head. Trichology is easy. And then trichology became easy. So it was hard for me to charge, you know, a lot of money for that. So when people would tell me my price, I'd be like, it is, they would ask my price. I say, it is blah, blah, blah. And, but it includes this, and I'm gonna give you this, and I'm gonna give you that. And then eventually it was like, I don't have to do all that. You're paying for my expertise. You're paying for my time. I spent a lot of time studying. I know my stuff. Like you drilled that in my head too. Like your stuff. Your stuff. And I'm like, I really do know my stuff. So now it's easy. I tell them what it costs, and it's more than what I started off charging.
Okay.
And it is what it is. It's a needed luxury.
See,
It's so important.
and this is like one of the things that like when I'm mentoring people, I let them like, first of all, you the bomb, and you are a luxury, but you're a needed luxury. Like I always say you should not be able to get a trichologist for the low price of $47 a week, like I did, right? Where I'm like, oh, it's $1,100, but you with me for 3 months or 16, so 4 months, and I'm doing this and that, and I'm giving away weaves and colors and all kind of stuff.
Right.
And it's like, if you know your stuff, then you know that you're getting results, and you are a solution. And tell the people how you felt when you were really getting results, like it really started where you were getting results with your clients. Like, did you feel accomplished? Like, how did you feel?
I felt like I wanted to do cartwheels all throughout the clinic. Okay. I was just like, wow, the stuff, the science behind it, but when you apply it to your, the day to day, and it becomes practical to you, then
Yes.
you see the results. You're like, oh, I did this. That's my work there, and it's just
Yes.
At first, when I first started off, I was strictly Tuesdays for trichologies. Now I do Tuesdays and Wednesdays because my clientele is growing. Um, and it was like those were the best. That's Tuesday was the best day of the week. Like I couldn't wait for Tuesday to come back because it was like I was changing lives. I was having fun. And it was actually fun to, see what they have going on in their lives, to pinpoint exactly what type of hair loss it is and how I can assist them. And it's deeper than hair. So, everything works from the inside out. So, that part, it was just like, I'm really changing lives out here. Yeah, you came in here to get your hair back, but I'm helping you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, so it's very, very rewarding for that.
Now, when you talk about because I would get those calls. It's like, I love it here. I love it. Trichology money is different.
It's
And
different.
this is to encourage trichologists because we don't know, what, what the potential is, right? But it's a big deal. Now, you don't have to disclose how much, but can you tell me how it felt when you hit that 5-figure week?
You know what? It was crazy because I did not work. Like it didn't feel like I worked hard.
Okay, wait, right there. Which just say it again for the saints in the back.
I did not work hard that week at all.
Okay, okay.
But it was more trichology that I did. Like I didn't focus on salon. It was trichology, and it just hit a little different. And I didn't realize it because you just work, how your money deposited, and I was calculating. I was actually sitting in church calculating my deposits for the week so I could pay my tithes. And I say, wait, let me do this again. I think I recalculated it like 5 times. Like I made this much in 1 week, not a month. Some people don't make that much in 2 months.
Right.
But for me to make that much in a week, I was like, this can't be.
5 figures. 5 figures means over is $10,000 or over. Like 5 figure in 1 week
It's real. And I was
is
like, I love psychology.
but it's also so rewarding because you are like I said, you are the facilitator of solutions and results. So
It
it's
is.
a really big thing. Now if anybody's looking and y'all have questions, please by all means put them in the chat and I'll ask Marquita. So let me ask you this: what wins, outside of that, which is huge, what wins did you receive once you really embraced what we were talking about as far as trichology, the possibilities, different things that you needed to know?
Um, Wins. It's so many. Let's talk about time. Me being a single mom, time with my children is so important. Um, I don't work hard. Like my brain works hard, but that's what you pay for. You get what I'm saying? But my back is not hurting, feet is not swollen. When I leave here on my trichology days, and it's like mentally, I'm just in a better place. Just to know that I can help improve someone else's life. It's like priceless, really.
And then tell them about the transition because I know that when I was doing the marketing for our interview, I was talking about how you were in a suite. And then I remember, like, once you started like really believing like I can do this and like getting closer and closer to finishing the program and all that other stuff, it was like you started looking for places and you were, this size and that size and I don't know and should it be this big. So like take them on that journey from the suite to this beautiful center that you have now.
Thank you. It was just, to be honest, it was a faith move because I thought, remind you, I wasn't even done with school yet. Like the shutdown happened. I was in a studio, very small studio. The shutdown happened, and Like, you put a little fire under my behind, and I got the work done. And I don't want to go too deep, but it was really just me being obedient to God. He told me to shift from Illinois to Indiana. And I'm like, that don't make sense because, why would I want to go to Indiana? I wasn't, feeling that. I did. Like, I heard God literally say, reach out to the realtor. I did that. And I didn't have the money at the time, and we saw a couple places, and when I saw this place, nothing was finished. Like, there was no floors, no walls, but I saw that vision and I knew that this was it. But I went from just saying, hey, I just need two like studios put together so I can do trichology in one room and regular hair in another room. I don't need nothing big. So I didn't expect to get what, I have now. But, you tell God what you want, but he got something 10 times bigger than that. So when I came here, I'm like, what am I gonna do with all this space? But it just worked out perfectly. So I have a separate side for my office and my clinical area. And then I have the salon side, extra suite with an esthetician in there, a little kitchenette. I got a lot of little space here, but it was amazing. I didn't expect it.
And I mean, it's just so good because I think that people don't consider sometimes like the ups and downs or building as a trichologist, and like you saying, people not knowing what it is, and you have like this awesome responsibility to kind of educate people as to what you're doing and how you're going to do it and how you're able to help them, and just kind of like fight against sometimes like what they think it should be, right, and how it should be. So as far as your business, where are you now? Like, where are you as far as what's next and what you got going on right now?
So right now I'm full force with the trichology. That's my main focus. I still service people in the salon, but rarely taking new clients, and very limited services. So I'm eventually going to phase my way out of the salon. But trichology, that's my focus right now. Right now, I'm studying to become a certified holistic nutritionist, and I feel like that's going to take that trichology to the next level. Because again, everything works from the inside out, and if we're fueling our body with the right things, we can have better results. So that's a focus of mine. And something that I'm working on now is MD Trichology Training Academy.
Oh, okay, because
I'm ready to start teaching hairstylists how to properly care for their clients' hair, teaching more about treatments, different types of hair loss, and things like that. So the plan is for it to be in person and also digital.
awesome. So how could a person reach you or get more information about that program?
You can email me at info@mdbeautyandwellness.com. All social media sites is MD Beauty and Wellness. You could DM me, email me. Yeah, I'm available.
All right, let me put that on screen. Info at
mdbeautyandwellness.com.
okay. Let's do that. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Okay, and what is your projected date for that?
Um,
When are we starting?
no later than August. So it'll
Okay, so it's no later than August.
be
So y'all get y'all money together because she's gonna be opening up pre-registration pretty much next week because y'all gotta get y'all seats. And I know it's gonna be full,
it's gonna
whether
go
it's in
fast.
person. Huh?
These seats are gonna go fast.
Absolutely.
I don't
Absolutely.
out to just give you a little bit. I'm gonna give you all the tea. All the
Oh
tea.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Oh
bit.
yeah.
So
So it's going to be really good. So look, you guys can reach her at info@mdbeautyandwellness.com. She has the training academy is launching. So this is going to be like awesome. I'm so excited about that. And I think that, like, she touched on a few things, but I'm sure that you'll get all of that within her classes. But being a single mom of two amazing boys, that she is really, pushing, and for her to be able to do that, but to be great in her world of trichology and hair and all that other stuff is really big. And look, you can go from a suite to over 13 to 1500 square feet, you know what I'm saying, and have something to fill it with. She's not just doing, the mundane. She really took trichology and really, really made it her own. So if you were talking to those people that want to come to your class, um, or people that are coming into trichology, period, what would you tell them about the industry, and what would you tell them about Trichology 911?
First off, Trichology 911 is the business, and I feel like it's needed. I feel like every person going into trichology or every new trichologist need a Maisha. They need Maisha. And with Trichology 911, you can have her. um, it was life changing. And just to have someone in your corner that knows this business, that actually operates in this business and wants you to win, and is not trying to keep anything to herself, like, you need people like that in your corner. She makes it plain. She's gonna motivate you. She's gonna be on you. But like, me looking at the fruits of that, it's priceless. Like, Trichology 911, I wanted to thank you, Maisha, because if you didn't have that, I don't know, I probably would have gave up, because I was gonna quit. So I was gonna quit trichology. But I'm so grateful for Trichology 911. It really changed my life. And I feel like it can help anybody. So, any people that I come across that want to become trichologists or new trichologists, I always send them to Trichology 911, because it's going to get you all the way together.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited because I know that I can, and not that you need it, but I can put my stamp of approval on anything that you teach in trichology, because like, I know that you are a dedicated student. Like, you want to know why, you want to know what it is, how you can use it, and you want to be sure. So I know that you're not going to give people junk, and that you've been working on this for a while. So the things that you're pouring into it, and the things that these stylists are going to get, is like, it will always be more valuable than what they pay for it. So I'm so excited about the mark that you're making in the industry, and how you're adding your own components and building your own program. So having that nutritional space added to it is going to be absolutely amazing. So guys, this is Marquita Daniel and MD Beauty and Wellness. We are excited. She has a product line as well, right? So we want to make sure that if your hair is not doing what it's supposed to do, you probably want to reach out, even if you go to info@mdbeautyandwellness.com, because she's going to give you exactly what you need. She has consultations. She does virtual, in person, and free 15-minute consultations. So she has all of these things in place to help you to get to your hair growth and scalp care goals. So that was that. I mean, I'm excited. You should be excited if you want to
Yeah.
get if you want to get, and this is for people that's watching. Ebony's on too, and Letitia's on. Listen, if anyone that would even catch the replay will be watching, you want to be a part of Trichology 911 University. So I'll be opening up. We'll be starting the mentorship, as group mentorship. We'll be starting it soon, and it's going to actually be longer than what it was. So we beefed it up and we changed some things and added some stuff. So it's going to be really good. If you want to get that case studies, it's in there. So you want to be a part of that. And the waiting list is open now. And so we're going to get it done. So thank you so much. Thank you, Marquita, for coming and sharing with the people. And we'll talk to you guys soon. And happy hair growing.
Bye.